Hey guys, so today we have another Transformer custom review from the Last Night movie. For this NITRO ZEUS, it came out from the Last Night movie toy lines in 2017. So if you recall from the original figures, they actually have only white, milky white color scheme going throughout him. But now that I custom paint him, he has all of this silver and metallic looks going all over him. So just take a look closer. Here's the front of the figures. You can see that he has all of the silver, a little red here and there, and then he has a little black as well, because on the CGI model they also have black, especially on his chest and then on his head as well. And then they also put in a little of metallic bronze colors going into some specific details. Just a quick look, here's a side look from the right side. You can see that I also tried to mimic some of the tattoos that he has on his shoulder, but I didn't do a very good job on there. And you also see like some right tattoo vandalisms on his wings as well. That's also in the CGI model, so I tried to mimic a little of that. And here's how he's look in the back. Here's how he look on the other side. Here's how he look top down. So you can see that again, that tattoo is there. And of course, like I also painted a missile here, so that's why it has silver colors along with red colors. You can see some of the chest details and the bottom details. So it's just a quick look through the color scheme. The original colors is all milky white with black going through. So definitely this guy is totally different now. Let's talk about how I made these figures. So for this, most noticeable things you can notice right away in here is that he has a different head. So on the NITRO ZEUS figures, their head look kind of like the KSI boss figure from A Extinction movie. That is also not exactly like the A Extinction KSI boss in their movie. So probably that's a concept art and they just put that on NITRO ZEUS for some reason. For this head, I actually used the Dark of the Moon Shockwave figure head, because in the movie, essentially NITRO ZEUS and Shockwave, they have kind of the same design for the head. So that's why I just used that Dark of the Moon Shockwave head and put it on here. But because the bone joint for that Dark of the Moon head is actually a little smaller, so that's why when I put it on here, it's a little loose. So I have to use a little plastic wrap. I just wrap around the poles that we have in here, just the pegs of the head, and then put this head on there. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing you can see in here is that he has his necklace here. So for the necklace, I basically just use an actual necklace, just cut it out and then pieces and make it smaller like this, and then just use a little metallic gold and metallic bronze colors to put on there, because the original color for the necklace was silver. And then of course you can see that this piece is actually his tail over here, but then I just take this off. It's just on a peg here. I just take it off and then plug it on his arm. I think it's look better because he put his tail over here. It's just gonna hung down all the way here, and that just doesn't look movie accurate. And when I put it on here, this is actually the correct position for when we transform him into his jet mode. So it's still 100% transformable. You don't even have to take this off. So I think that's pretty cool. It's look pretty good on his arm as well. It's not very, of course we have like those piece of panel, you just have to settle that with that. But it's still better than just having it hanging down over here. And then on this arm over here, of course you can notice that this piece, they are backward. But because in their CGI model, one of his arm actually have this cone pile going up to the shoulder as well. So I want to mimic that, so that's why I basically just flip this and put it on there. That's a little part for me, so if I want to transform into his jet mode, I have to actually take them off and then just swap them. But still, they're still transformable. Other than those molded details, I don't think I changed anything else other than the head, the necklace, of course like those pieces. Other than that, it's just the colors. What do you think about the color of this guy? Let me know in the comment. The CGI model, actually he's supposed to be white color in mixed with black and silver. But because I don't really like the look of white color, the original figures already look milky white. I don't really like that white, so I just go on silver with him. I think he's look better with all silver, all metallic silver, and then I just try to make him not just silver but look a little dirty as well. So that's why he's look like this right now. just quickly go over the process of how I make this guy. Basically, I go very slowly. The first step was to use permanent marker, so I basically use permanent marker silver, and I just colors all of the pieces in silver. I colors all of those because the original one is in milky white, so it's very easy to put colors on those white color. So I put silver on all of those pieces that are supposed to be silver. All of those areas in there, on the way down here, the bottom of the figures, on the legs of the figure as well, on this leg too, on the arm, shoulder, of course on the wings, back wings, and then on this arm as well, on the shoulder, of course the head of the Shockwave figures, because originally it's the purple color from Dark of the Moon Shockwave, so I have to color it silver as well. And of course, like after the silver, I just leave them there. Like I have bright brushing silver on the Gatling gun that he have on the shoulder as well. And then of course for the back of the figures, I also put this permanent marker silver, just Sharpie. Put all the silver on there. Here, back of the legs, and then on the wings as well. Back of the arm too. So basically go very slowly with this because I want the color to actually stick on very strongly. So that's why I use permanent marker. I think they stay really well on the plastic surface. And then because like this one, they're very easy to use, they basically just pans. So if you are a beginner, I suggest that you should buy some Sharpie and just go crazy with those, because they actually look good and easy to use. And then of course, other than the silver, I use permanent marker black, also Sharpie. Put black on some of the details. I noticed that in the CGI model he has black, so like of course the top of the head, I put black on there. The chest, I put black on there, like here and here. And then of course we have black on the leg as well, just on the knee. And then of course those were originally black already, so didn't really have to do much with that. Of course, like the weapon as well, and then the cone piece over here as well, those were originally black. And then I think I have to color black on the like the turbo engine on the wings here, so those need to be colored in black, not only the orange, not only the round part up top, but also part of the wings. Part of the wings below was colored in black as well. Those pieces was colored in black. It's just much better with the CGI model. And then after I used the permanent marker to paint all of the silver and black, I actually use permanent marker red to put those details in red as well. Red, of course this tattoo as well. He has like some tattoo with the ox word on here. Put red on there as well. And then I also put the red onto the missile, the top of the missile. And also the stripe in the middle of the missile as well. And then after that, of course, you can see that they also have a little of bronze going through them, or gold. So that I just use, also just another permanent marker. I think the color is gold or bronze. So I put them on there as well. So after I go crazy with the permanent marker, I use acrylic paint to actually settle down. I just put another layers onto the figure so that they actually stay. And acrylic color can stay very well on plastic, so that's why I use them. So for me, I basically use Sergeant Art acrylic metallic. I got this from Amazon, so I put a link in the description as well in case you want to use. Basically, just get a brush and brush that silver all over him to cover that silver over the top of the permanent marker silver. I think that's pretty much it. And then for some of the area, for example, like over here, originally they were plastic black. I was also just do a little bright brush with this silver as well, just to make some of the colors pop a little, because the original plastic black, it doesn't really reflect well with all of the mechanics details that the figures have on his mold. So I use this, actually I use a mixture of that with this metallic from Fort Art, also acrylic paint. This more of a ray color, and mix them together to actually color on him. Because if we only put the silver on here, he look very bright. And because I want him to look a little dirtier, so that's why I put just a mixture of those two instead of just using the silver. But if you want to make him lighter, you can just use the silver one. For the permanent marker black, I use acrylic black to cover on there as well. I also use Sargent art. Right now, he look pretty good. But of course, he's not perfect. He's still pretty far away from being totally movie accurate. And then even for this mold, it's not exactly accurate to the CGI model either. So that's why I'm also hoping that Hasbro or Takara Tomy will make another Studio Series Nitro Zeus figures, and then we can paint from there. But as of now, this guy is a good stand-in for the Studio Series figures, and it scales pretty well as well. Well, with the Studio Series figure. Let me know what you think about this, guys. Do you think you want to make one for yourself? I think if you make them now, you can even make it better as well, because I use the original Nitro Zeus figures. That's one have the original milky white color. But if you use the KSI boss figure, the Studio Series number 43 from the Studio Series Light, that's what already have a tons of silver on him. So it would be even easier to customize, and there would be less part for you to actually paint. And the silver on this is really bright, so it looks really nice. And then because we have KO Studio Series Shockwave, so you can use that head of the Shockwave and put on the KSI boss and then start painting that. It's gonna be even easier to make your custom Shockwave or Nitro Zeus. So if you want to custom him, check out some of my tutorial video for customization or repainting. I have all of those ready on the channel. And yeah, good luck painting. Hey, you. Yes, you. Subscribe to our channel. Please, otherwise Megatron might kill me again. And no, I'm not kidding. He's right there. Hey, Josh. So please, subscribe. I don't want to be back in 2 pieces. Your subscription means a lot to us.